Well, what's up, skaters and skateboard fans? We are down here in São Paulo, Brazil for the World Championships for 2025. My name is Alex White. I'm here with Mark Churchill and Ryan DeCenzo. Guys, Ryan, what's going on behind us?
So they're drying up the park right now. We've had a little bit of a rainy morning, and the skaters are on hold. I'm sure they're stretching it out, and they are getting as ready as they can, and this is the driest the course has been this morning. So.
Yeah, we've been singing some little lullabies, some nursery rhymes. Mark, what do you think is going through some of the skaters' minds right now?
Well, everyone wants to just get going. Everybody's got amped up for semifinals today, got their mindset right, and then, no, raining. Then it just gets started again, no, raining. This is the longest spell we've had this morning without rain. Will it get going? Who knows? Everyone needs to keep their fingers crossed at home.
Well, my fingers are crossed, my toes are crossed. We got a heavy day of semifinals coming up. We have men's park, women's street, men's street, all semifinals coming up. Women's street semifinals is supposed to pick up first here soon. So, I mean, we're going to expect some fireworks. Let's just hope that the weather stays away. Be sure to check back in every 20, 30 minutes or so. Check our socials. Keep the broadcast live. It's looking promising, dare I say.
Yeah, I think it's looking good right now.
So let's hope that we get some dry course here. Again, the skater safety is our number one concern, so that's why we are drying it out. We have an awesome team down here in São Paulo helping us out here, and an awesome crew of broadcasters that want to bring you all the fun. So stick around, stay tuned. Little rain delay, but we should be back soon.
Yeah, let's go. This is good. We can do this.
São Paulo, terra da garoa, mas tem que ser a terra do skateboarding, total.
Well, welcome back to the women's street semifinals. Here we are at the delayed World Championship street skateboarding here in São Paulo, Brazil. We were on a little bit of a rain delay, but the women are out there. They are practicing. My name is Alex White. I'm your host. I'm here in the booth with Ryan DeCenzo. Ryan, how was that little rain delay we had there?
I mean, it was looking good this morning, and then right as everything was about to start going down, there was some pretty heavy showers and then some light rain after that. So, I mean, Gabby looks like she's holding her hand out. There could be little drops.
Yeah, the rain is threatening a little bit here, too. The women's semifinal heat number 1 has just taken the course to get their long-awaited practice in. You know, Ryan, what kind of nerves are setting in for these skaters right now? They've been waiting for a while.
I mean, this is part of the game, and it's one of the parts that's really frustrating and difficult, dealing with the weather. It's something that happens when you're out street skating, but the park is painted and it's slippery, so even just a couple raindrops can really make it dangerous. Trying to make sure all the skaters are safe out there, and I mean, it's a mental game for them. They're ready to go, but they don't know if, you know, how many raindrops are going to come.
Well, totally. Well, you know, speaking of these skaters, these are some of the best skaters in the world here right now. These women right here, these semifinalists, they had a long battle here. They are battling now for a world champ. What does that mean?
I mean, it's the premier standing points in the world. All the skaters in the world are here, the best skaters in the world, and the field is heavy. So, yeah,
speaking of skaters right there, that's Gabby Mazzetto, local Brazilian skateboarder, been doing this a long time.
Yeah, she's kind of, in my eyes, she's kind of like one of the legends out here in the girls' field, and just a super powerful skater with a big bag of tricks and, you know, nice backtails and backsmiths, and hopefully she'll put some stuff down and get into the finals.
Yeah, it looks like what we're seeing right now, there's another hold going on. Yeah, there is maybe some raindrops falling again here, so it looks like they're holding the course. Let's go check in with the third member of our team, Mark Churchill. He is down there on the course. Mark, what you got for us?
Well, as you can see, Peppo has paused the skating. He's asking everyone to stop skating. Just under 8 minutes left on the clock of warm-up. The wind has just picked up a little bit, and I think that's brought in a little bit of rain, but it's not too heavy, not like we've seen for earlier today, but we're very hopeful that it's going to get going, and the skaters look really keen. They were all waiting in the riders area to come through and get let on the course, and you could see them really, really hyped to get out there, but yet again we've had rain stop play.
And Mark, what are you hearing down there on the course there? Are the skaters nervous? Like, what kind of chatter are you hearing?
Well, everybody was looked like everyone was smiling, a bit of banter going on while they were getting held in the tent to come on the course, but I think a little bit of nerves in there. You could see a lot of people were quite focused, but a lot of coach talk going on, and, you know, that kind of pre-competition nerves that are always there. But everybody seems in good spirit, and I think they just want to get on the course and get this thing done.
Yeah, big props to all the staff here in São Paulo, Brazil, at this event right here. They have been working tirelessly to keep this course clean, to keep it safe. Got to give them a big shout out right here, and they've been keeping it really positive too, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole operation. It's not just Mother Nature and the sun drying up the ground for us. They're out there with squeegees, towels, leaf blowers, and, you know, trying to speed up the process as much as they can.
And, you know, you've skated in some adverse conditions yourself, haven't you, Ryan?
Yeah, growing up in Vancouver, Canada, there was a stint where it rained for 28 days straight, and about 2 weeks in, I said, well, I'm just going to skate in the rain.
Well, that's a little dangerous here for our maybe future world champ. So the skaters are going to play it safe. They're not going to skate in the rain right now. They're going to wait until it dries up and they get the all clear. This is all part of just, you know, skateboarding becoming an Olympic sport. We have to take these kind of precautions.
Yeah, for sure. And, I mean, skateboarding in the rain is not to be messed with, especially, like I said earlier, with the painted floor. Doesn't take much to slip around on the ground and, you know, tweak something weird. So, yeah, we're just going to make sure that these girls are all good and they're comfortable and ready to go.
Gabby looks unfazed. I mean, what's it like probably for Gabby here skating in front of a Brazilian crowd?
I mean, she's got extra energy, extra power, whether she realizes it or not. I think it's somewhere deep inside, and I'm thinking she's going to go off, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we just got confirmed from the course manager that they are good to go. We are going to resume practice here. There's about 7.5 minutes on the clock here of practice, and 10 minutes of practice for your semifinal heat number 1 isn't a ton of time, but what kind of work goes into this beforehand, Ryan, to get you ready for a semifinal?
I mean, these girls have been working on this course, practicing their lines, figuring out their tricks for a couple of days now, so they probably all have a pretty solid game plan of what they want to do. And I mean, unless something kind of falls apart in the middle of their line, they're probably going to stick to the plan and execute. So,
and who helps them along the way stick to these plans?
I mean, I don't know if they all have coaches, but a good majority of them have coaches helping them out, helping them decide what tricks to do, how to make the line flow. And I mean, as a skater from back in the day, more coaches sound unheard of, but these days are very helpful. And I've been in these competitions before where the coaches have saved me from making a big mistake and not making the cut or something like that. So it's just having somebody in your corner watching what you're doing. They know what you're capable of. They know your trick selection, your bag of tricks, your strengths and weaknesses. So they're there to support you and try and get you to the finals at this stage.
Well, we know what the crowd here wants to see. They want to see a lot of good skateboarding, but they also want to see some of these Brazilians make it into this final. Right now, coming up in heat number 1, we got the Spaniard, we got Daniela Tarol, we have Gabby Mazzetto, Viriraya Sukasem from Thailand, Jabin Park from Korea, Wenwei Zhang, Funa Nakayama, Yangling Zhu, and Chenche Kui. We have 3 Chinese skaters in this heat number 1, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. They're seeing what the Japanese have been doing, and they're saying we can do that too.
And also the Korean program, the Chinese and Korean skate programs have been incredible. Well, it looks like we just got told again we're on hold. This is the greatest will they, won't they ever. Let's go back and check down there with our sideline, Mark Churchill. Mark, what's going on now?
Well, I've just jumped over to the other side of the course, and started raining again. Absolute nightmare. But I think that's what we're in for the day. But we will get this thing done. Hell or high water. Just seeing all the deflation of everybody. The coaches are just holding their hands out, going, "Not again." You can see everybody so frustrated. But the crowd's still loving it, though. They are brollies up and enjoying the rain no matter what.
Well, thank you so much, Mark. It looks like we are going to go on a little hold here. Next update is going to come at you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't go anywhere. We're going to get this women's semifinal heat number 1 kicked off as soon as possible. And we're back. That rain seems to have cleared up for the moment being. Just joining us right now, we are at the delayed 2025 World Champs for skateboarding, park and street. This is women's semifinal, heat number 1. A little bit of start-stop for them here, Ryan.
Yeah, as a skater, you're just on the edge of your seat, and your adrenaline keeps going up and down and up and down, and you're just rearing to go, you know.
And these are some of the top skateboarders in the world, these women's semifinalists. Let's take a look at the top 10 in the World Skate Rankings. Nanami Onishi. Chloe Cavell here, not here today for the World Championships, but great showing back there at Kyushu in this number 6 spot.
Funa always killing it. She's just such a powerful skater.
In that number 4 spot, Haisa Liao back in really good form, Ryan.
Yeah, she's going to be going off. Hometown vibes.
Yameka Oda, too, also not making the cut here into the semifinals, but Yameka Oda sitting high up there in the rankings. The number 2 spot, women's, is Momiji Nishia. Also, Ryan, not making it the cut to the semifinals here at the World Champs.
Yeah, so unfortunate because I love watching her skate. She's got amazing style.
Who's at the top here? Ibuki Matsumoto. Incredible showing in Kitakyushu.
Yeah, she really put an imprint on everybody at the last contest. So
she was only 13. Now she's 14. She has actually advanced on to the semifinals in that number 1 spot up from the quarterfinals. So looking forward to seeing Ibuki later on today. Women's semifinal heat number 1 right now. Their start, stop, go. Practice is going off right here. What are you seeing out there in practice, Ryan?
Well, it seems like they're getting going. They're getting it warmed up, and they're, getting the flow going. Not sure if it's still slippery. I just saw 2 of them slip out. Could just be the ground is already slippery. There's some wax on there coming off the hubba and rail and stuff like that, breaking the landing zones. So, but it looks like they're getting fired up, ready to go, and I'm excited.
Well, I'm getting fired up here too. Let's check out the start list here for this women's semifinal street heat number 1. All right, who are you seeing out here, Ryan?
I mean, we got Daniela starting it out, and that's going to be awesome. She's a ripper. Gabby's just, she's going to have the energy from the Brazil crowd. Everybody's going to be cheering super hard for her. Who else we got?
Jabin Park, one of the skaters, Ji Yushin, the other Korean skateboarder, made it to the finals in Kitakyushu, too. This is Jabin's first time making it to the semifinals here, too.
Oh, it is? Okay, yeah. So she's been really in the park. As if her name didn't lead us to believe that already.
Good pun there, Ryan. Well, Daniela Terrell is going to be our first skater that's going to be dropping in here for her first run. So Daniela Terrell, Spanish skateboarder, has done really good at these events here too. First one in here for women's semifinal, heat number 1.
Yeah, I think she's really gaining that contest experience, and the nerves are starting to go away, and she's just getting it more and more dialed each event.
Do you think at all that rain is affecting how slick some of these ledges and rails are?
I think it's probably all dried up by now. It's pretty warm out here, and you can see the sun's out. So I think it's gone now. I think they're good. So full confidence, no worries about that.
I got to give it to Daniela, too. Off that whole rain delay, coming out right now and looking very consistent.
yeah, I mean, she knows that she's got to get out there and set the bar for the rest of the field, and she's doing it right now with one more trick. Nice.
Sticking it. First run in the books here for Daniela Terol, setting the pace. Very excited.
Yeah, first run, full pull, getting the Smith grind at the end. She's stoked.
You know, I did see Daniela was sitting up in the stands the entire time during that rain delay, so she was just watching this course for like 2 hours.
Yeah, and you got to be in it. You know, you really got to be in it. You can't be over, in La La Land on your phone or something too. You got to be out there looking at the course like, I'm going to Smith grind that ledge as soon as I get out there.
Yeah, she was up there mind skating all. Her sister's also a really good skater as well, too, and she was sitting with her coach waiting for that first score. This first score is really important right now. We're kind of setting the bar for the semifinals. Completed run. All right, a 44.55. Any thoughts on that score?
No, I think that's a great score for now. The judges are working their magic, and they're going to have to kind of gauge everyone else around that, first perfect run.
All right, Gabby Mazzetto, a mother, a skater, an Olympian, a Brazilian.
Just all around awesome, great style, super powerful skateboarder. I've been watching her for what feels like years, but she's definitely honed her skills and deserves the place that she's in right now.
What happened right there?
She just missed that back lip. Those banks are really steep, so you really got to hit your tail down hard to pop, and maybe she just underestimated it. Maybe got a little too relaxed. It was.
Yeah, I heard you say something about this A-frame earlier.
Yeah, the A-frame is a steep banks, and then the rails are a little bit funky size, maybe too low for some people, but if you have the right tricks, it can work out to your advantage.
Well, the crowd is behind Gabby Mazzetto in her first run. What went right here, Ryan?
I mean, she started off, it's always important to land the first trick in your run, so she started off and she was cruising, and then just had that unfortunate fall on the back lip, and I think, one fall can just throw off a little bit of your energy, your vibes, and get in your head, but I'm sure she's going to come. Yeah, she's up. Give me a redo.
She's
the next one.
So resilient. If you can see that big scar on her knee right there, she had massive knee surgery as well. She's had a baby before. Gabby Mazzetto is like the pinnacle of resilience, I think, in skateboarding. She just comes back stronger and stronger.
Yeah, I love that. It's funny being out at these events. Everybody's check this scar, and I got this scar.
Scars are cool.
Hey, we got matching ones. What? Cool.
All right, Bariraya Sukasem from Thailand in for her first run. Back 50 to start it off.
Thailand has some awesome street spots. I wonder if she's enjoying those in her home time.
Bariraya, I've seen her progress a lot over these events here too. Opting to wear pads too as well, which could be a really smart move as well as you're an up-and-coming young skateboarder to maybe save those knees.
I don't know how to use knee pads, but props for, knowing how to knee slide.
Yeah, I don't either, but on the buzzer, feeble grind, and Barira Sukasem's first run, women's semifinal.
Flawless run, so she's stoked.
It's got to be nice to shake off the nerves after all of those rain delays.
I mean, after all the rain and all the ready, set, nope, and then get out there and do your first run and pull everything is, just heart rate can go down for a second, and now you can think about, what do I want to really do out there, and make a statement for the other skaters to have to
follow suit. Yeah,
follow suit.
And there she is with her coach, Kenny Reed.
Yeah, legend. When I was growing up, Kenny Reed was the guy who was in the most obscure places in the world.
He made me want to travel.
He did.
Yeah.
He made it really cool traveling street skating. So she's got a great coach.
So top score so far goes to Varia Sukasem, 48.3.
que ela for liberada. São Paulo vai mandar aqui
Our next skater in, Jabin Park from Korea, in for her first run. Ryan, how's that little three-piece to start things off?
Yeah, that's tricky to jam all 3 tricks in there. The trick off the bump just kind of adds a little bit more intensity and doesn't give you as much time to set up your feet for the, she did a nose slide down the smaller hubba, but just got that nice back whip right there.
Nose grind. Jabin's first semifinal appearance here at World Champs. A delayed World Champs, 2025 World Champs. A very young skater from Korea. Korea has incredible talent coming up.
Yeah, it's cool to see.
Ooh, Chad Fernandez move there.
Yeah, I saw her Instagram the other day. She was doing a quick backlit shove, I believe. It's one of her little sneaky moves.
All right, Jabin Park.
She's been in the park, and it's paying off.
And we're going to be here all day bringing you guys the best puns, all the action.
I really like her name.
Yeah, she's sick too. And then just all in all, the Korean team, the coaches, they're phenomenal. They know what they're doing out here too. Looks like her coach had a little conversation with her to reset a 31.13 for that run number 1. Next skater, a familiar face for anybody that's into Olympic skating, is Wenwei Zhang, also known as Zoe, from China.
Yeah, she has been progressing super fast, and she has really clean tricks. Super powerful, clean style.
Wenwei is known for big backtails on the biggest hubba. And unfortunately, the biggest hubba for her is frontside on this course here. So I'm wondering what she's going to pick for her big move.
Yeah, that's a good question. I didn't think about that. She could backtail the smaller. The smaller one is steep. Might not be so good. Oh. Yeah, that hubba is pretty steep right there. That gap to hubba. So to do the front nose grind, you really got to be up, and then you got to be really quick coming off.
For a skater, she's trying to backtail the A-frame. Skater like Wenwei did really good back in Kitakyushu with the new format here too, because she has really big tricks. Once she gets into that format, she can get the highest scores. She knows how to compete on that level too. But Ryan, tell me, how was this first run for Wenwei?
I think that was a great run for her. I mean, she's got hard tricks. Front salad is unique. Front blunt is, just a staple. I'm sure she wanted to get that nose grind, clean, proper. So she's going to try and get that in the next one.
Yeah, 14.14 for Wenwei's first run there too. Look, she's doing the hand skating, the hand language skating about the nose grind. She heard you, Ryan.
Yeah, she knows what she needs to do. It's just a mental game of get the brain to make the body do the right motion.
Okay, Funa's putting her hands up right here too. She might feel some rain coming down. Yeah,
I can see the rain in the dark part of the banner there. I saw.
She's crossing out. She's saying she's not going to skate right now with the rain coming down. Yep.
And that's always frustrating. And being the one, sometimes they'll ask you, do you want to go? If you want to go, you can go. And it's, it's wet, and you're like, oh, I want to go so bad, and I just want to get this done.
That feels like a tough call, right?
I'm feeling it right now, and I'm ready to go. And it might not be slippery in the first part of your run, and then by the time you're 15 seconds in or 30 seconds in, it's going to be full wet, and now you made a bad decision, maybe possibly wasted a run. I would like to think that they would give you a redo if it got really bad rain in the middle of your run, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know the official weather rules, though,
Right.
but I did always know from outdoor skate parks, once you could see your wheels drag a line from the raindrops, that was like too dangerous to skate, shut it down.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that's the world skate rules, though.
No, I think that's just the general skater's rule of thumb. If you can see your wheel tracks, maybe get off. Or realize you're playing with fire at that point.
Yeah. Well, especially at this level of skating too, and this kind of course.
I mean, it has been drying up really quickly out here, luckily.
Yeah.
Just because it's warm out here in Brazil. And, you know, the paint, I don't know if it just evaporates off that stuff pretty good, but, like, it's been drying extremely quickly, which is to our advantage right now, but as long as it's drizzling, it's kind of messing it up.
Well, let's go check in with the third member of this team down there on the sideline, Mark Churchill. Mark, what's going on down there?
Well, as you can see, rain has stopped play again. It's only a light sprinkle, but we are playing on the side of caution to make sure everyone's getting an equal opportunity on the course and, most importantly, safe. I had a hand on the transition just now, and you could see the spots on there, and it was pretty much going to be a snail trail if you rode over it on your skateboard. So, yeah, just erring on the side of caution here and hoping to get things started again very soon, but everybody's super hyped anyway.
Mark, are some of the skaters in heat number 2 around? Are they watching? Do you have any eyes on the heat number 2 skaters like Miyazaki and Paige Hine and Haisa Leal?
Yeah, a few people turned up earlier, and you can see they're kind of just scoping it out and just sort of looking around the corner cautiously to see if it's dry or not. But everybody's getting their way down here and hoping to get it done, as we all are.
Great. Thank you so much, Mark. Mark Churchill on the sideline. He'll be back in the booth later on today, too, as well, and appreciate your insight there.
So I think for some of these girls, like for Gabby and Wenhui, they're like, okay, I just did my run, but I messed up my one trick, and I want to, like, hurry up and get my other run because I just got that feeling of, like, skating and doing it, and then it just, like, oh, like Gabby messed up that back lip, and she's probably like, okay, I'm not going to mess up that back lip again, but I need to go again soon, and now we got the rain. So it's definitely messing with them.
Sure, yeah.
More than it seems like it would. And I just know this from personal experience. So
the mental game.
They're ready to go. All we need is just these raindrops to... She's checking the ground right now.
Now, Funa, an Olympian, a bronze medalist, and longtime competitor here in this. I would trust what Funa's opinion is on this, probably more than the rest of the competitive field that she's up against in the heat number 1. She has been there, done that with this so many times. So interesting to see what her take is on it. It's her choice.
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of, the ball's in her court, and it's like, hey, do you want to go? Is this dry enough? And I mean, she could have different wheels. I think different wheels come into factor right now too. If you have grippier wheels, it might be slightly better if there are a couple raindrops on the course, and if you have really hard slippery wheels, it's gonna just make it even more intensely slick. So it could be different for each skater depending on which formula wheels they're using.
Yeah, and also which tricks they're eyeing up to. I mean, we know what Funa's looking at. Funa's looking at that giant hubba, and is she going to front crook it? That's my question. And or is she going to save it for her best trick? You know.
I mean, after all of this, you know, stop go, she might just go, I'm going to just do a safety run and stay on the board, and hopefully it doesn't rain in the middle of while I'm going. And there's just so many more like scary little factors that are going on, but she is a beast. She is one of my favorites. I mean, we could talk about her for hours and her tricks.
All right, Funa starting off with a 50-50. This is Funa's first run, semifinal heat number 2.
Oh wow, using the course a little differently there, and that ledge is pretty tall as well, off a flat like that.
Weird little jam up.
Yeah, another thing you don't even think about is there could be little raindrops coming down, and they're hitting the skater in the face as they're skating, and you know, you almost feel like you need goggles or something.
Ski goggles out there.
Yeah. I mean, or sunglasses, just something to protect the water from going in your eye right before you pop onto something. Otherwise you're squinting. And
so Funa, a little bit, I mean, that run's not what she wanted.
No, that wasn't what she wanted. I think she was trying to just, you know, get a full pull and kind of power through this weather that we're having we can't tell. We're in the booth. We need to like hit up Mark again and say, hey, was Funa skating in the rain a little bit there, or was it dry? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So.
Yeah, I could always hit up Mark, too. If Mark, if you want to chime in real quick, Mark, was it a little bit drizzly there, too, when Funa was rolling around? I don't know if you can hear me or not.
There was a tiny little bit of rain, just enough to probably put you off. I mean, you're going to feel it on your face. I've got it on my glasses right now, and it seems to be when the wind picks up, it's almost hitting you a little bit harder, but if that wind holds off, it's going to be okay. But we want that wind to dry it up when it rains. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit drizzly on and off all day, and like you keep saying, it's down to the skater and, most importantly, Peppo to let the skater get on the course.
Well, thank you so much, Mark. You know, it's a balmy 82 degrees Fahrenheit here in São Paulo. So luckily it is hot, so it does dry up, but that humidity too.
Yeah, the humidity is a factor. It just adds moisture in the air, which could affect the skaters.
All right, Yuanling Zhu from China. First run, starting off on the huge hubble with a backsmith. What?
Wow, that was savage. That was gnarly. Wow, nice, clean, balanced nose grind there, too.
Cruising back up through the course. We know she's got a mean switch game, too.
Open it up.
The Euro gap, yeah.
Uau, subiu ali em grande estilo Eurogap.
Very big Euro gap out here in Brazil. Going to the backside next time.
She is really good. She was taking a couple pages out of Paige Hines' book and starting to really level up the switch game. And I was mind blown last time watching her skate in Japan. So that was a great run, though. She didn't seem to have any weather affecting her, or it didn't matter to her. She just said, I'm doing my run that I plan to do and make it happen. And she did.
Well, here we are. Here's a little recap on that. The buzzer sounded a few seconds after she finished it. I'm a little curious if she had another run plotted out or one more trick in the tank, but really touching a lot of bases here, hitting the big rail, the big hubba. Yeah, thoughts on that first run from Yuanling?
Yeah, just using the course well. I like the variety of hitting the hubba and the rail. Balancing a nose grind is beautiful. She's kind of got it all, really, and that's Coach Dan Wildman there.
The Wildman.
Yeah, and he's a great coach for sure. He's also a ripping skater still right now. I've seen some of his clips.
Still getting clips.
Still getting clips.
You know, we don't need money. We don't need fame. We just need clips. Clips. Waiting for that score for Yuanling Zhu. Very impressive first run. She's going to be privy to the new format here, too. She's going to get to do those best tricks now that we're into semifinals. The format has changed, and we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get there. 55.16 for Yuanling, jumping up into that number one spot. Chen Chi-Kyu coming in for her first run here, too, also on Team China.
Yeah, she's grown like a foot in the last little year or two.
Yeah, Chen-Chi used to do a lot of kickflip grabs, like kickflip melons, down stuff. You know?
I think she's going to give one to us. I've seen some stuff going on in practice, and I back it.
Yeah, she used to also wear knee pads as well, too.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't have all the pads on
Yeah.
now.
She's graduated.
That's awesome.
What year do you graduate from pads, Ryan?
I don't know. Never if you skate vert.
Forever young. Vert skaters, park skaters.
Wow, that backsmith on that rainbow rail is really sick. It's tall and it comes off low. And
What? Oh. Chen Chi-Kyu just coming off on the last trick of run number one. She's going to need a 55.17 to get into that first place spot. Ryan, walk us through this recap here.
So just a perfect back lip, a lot of speed. She goes fast, and that helps. You know, it carries your momentum when you're riding away. She's got that kickflip melon grab locked and just flicks it, and her hand just waits to grab it, and it's really nice.
She's like Jaws.
Yeah, she is.
Who else has a good kickflip melon?
Well, in street style?
Street.
Jaws.
All right, Chen Chi waiting for her score. Number 1 here, also coached by Dan. I see Kenny Reed there too in the frame.
And that was almost a full run. She just missed that front blunt, so they're going to dock her a little bit for that. But we'll see how much damage missing the front blunt does. I'm sure she's going to get out there on the next one and hammer it.
Not too bad, 46.99, just getting her up into that number 3 spot right here in heat number 1. And don't forget that heat number 2 is full of the highest qualifiers from quarterfinals too. So it goes in, the order of lowest to highest score. The highest scoring quarterfinalist gets to go last. That's Ibuki Matsumoto right now. So Daniela Tirol, our first skater in earlier today in women's semifinal heat number 1. She just squeaked in from quarterfinals, and she is making the most of it out here in heat number 2, in round number 2.
These full runs super important in this format. Right side, left side, through the A-frame rail.
Yeah, so these girls are, right now, they're trying to set the tone to make sure that they can hold off the next heat. And the next heat is going to be coming in hot. So they know they got to set the bar as high as they possibly can. And all this weather stuff is making it just more difficult.
Daniela Tirol, our sole Spaniard here in the semifinals, and one of 2 Europeans here to make the semifinals, with Lucy Schoon here. There are only 2 Europeans. And you know the Spanish team is so solid, Ryan.
Yeah, I heard the Spanish team is rolling deep out here this week. 20 or 25 people together as a whole with their whole crew, which is, it's got to feel good to have that much support.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Daniela Tirol, I don't think she's expecting much with that second score, and she did not get that much, a 14.64. She's going to stick with that 44.55 in her run score line. Moving on to Gabby Mazzetto. Remember in run number 1, all she missed was that back lip. Yeah. That's what she wants redemption. You think the rain's getting into her head at all, Ryan?
I hope she's reset by now. That's what I'm hoping, because she's got the crowd, and she can't let down the crowd right now.
Yeah, anything for country. I just feel like Brazilian skateboarding is full of passion and full of pride in country. There she goes, pulling it. Just look at that smile. Now she's sprinting.
Wow, she launched huge onto that back lip. That was cool.
She got popped.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
Nice. There we go. Keep it going.
Deep breaths. Real athletic performance here from Gabby Mazzetto.
Yeah, she's like one of those true athletes out there,
Yes, wow. She pulls it, the front feeble. That's amazing. Great skating from Gabby Mazzetto right there. Love to see it.
And I hope the judges reward her for that, because we want to see her in the final if it's possible. I'm sure all the fans out there want to see her. And, the crowd that we have out here is a skateboarding knowledge informed.
Exactly.
They are tuned in. They know the names of the tricks. They know the names of the skaters. They know, they're probably judging the runs themselves up there in the stands.
Hey, Mark, if you're down there and you can hear me, how loud was the crowd after that run from Gabby Mazzetto?
I can't hear you because the crowd was too loud. Deafening would be a word I'd use. They're just absolutely hyped. And to see that full pull, the crowd fully exploded as soon as she landed that last trick. So good. It's an electric atmosphere down here.
I want to wait with you for a second, Mark. She's about to get this score. This is a big deal. Wondering what the crowd's going to react.
All eyes are on the board. Everybody is super glued to the board right now, waiting for that score to come through.
There we go, 51.84.
Nice. She's going to be hyped on that.
Gabby Mazzetto jumping up into that number 2 spot with a 51.84.
All right, next rider, Thailand's youngest Olympian, ranked 58 on the World Skateboarding Rankings.
Okay, Varaya is in for her run. Oh, in and out so fast, missing her back truck. What happened there, Ryan?
That hubba is actually really tall. It's a lot taller than it looks on TV, and she just didn't have either the speed or the pop. She could have maybe gone faster and had that same pop, but I think she didn't pop high enough to get the back truck all the way locked over to the other side on the back 5-0, and then it just slipped out, and she luckily saved herself pretty good. You know, something that's part of skateboarding is being able to bail and not get completely destroyed. But yeah, she's maybe holding her wrist or something there.
Yeah, Verera Sukasem currently sitting in that third place spot. Just going to call it on that one. And like you've experienced that before, a hard slam on the first trick. How do you recover?
Sometimes you don't recover. Sometimes you get up and you just get angry and go extra hard. But she missed her other trick that she tried after, so she just really kind of lost her momentum.
All right, next skater in from Korea, Jibin Park. First appearance in the semifinals here for the World Championships. Big accomplishment for the young skateboarder.
Yeah, I mean, she's got to be stoked that she's made it this far. It's not easy to get this far. All these girls are super talented. And I mean, so this is a stepping stone for her, and she's going to continue to look back at this event and be like, I need to get there again, and then try to move forward and make it to the finals in the future. So,
do you ever think about, like, when you were a young skater like this too, how much did you put more pressure on yourself, or when you got older and more experienced? Do you think that these skaters are putting a lot of pressure on themselves?
That's a good question. I think at this age, they're just having so much fun. There might not be a ton of pressure. They're just like, I'm going to go out, I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to have fun. And if I don't do my best, like, yeah, I'm going to be a little upset, but I've got more of these to come.
So many more.
Yeah.
Jibin Park's second run wasn't exactly what she was looking for. She's going to stick with that first run score of a 31.13. Just a little 4.16 for that second run. Getting some advice from the coaches right there on the sideline. Wenwei is back in it, sitting on a very low 14.14 run score number one. What's it going to take for Wenwei right now, Ryan?
I mean, she's got the tricks. Oh. I don't know. It's going to take the first trick to be landed, maybe.
Okay, recovering with the nollie flip in. 33 seconds left on the clock. It is really tough once you come off on that first trick.
Yeah, so she could be in her head thinking like, oh, I missed that first trick. I got to try and do something crazy, maybe make up for it, but that doesn't always work.
Oh, the nose grind got away from her, and she's going to call it right there with 10 seconds left. Wenwei saying, I'm curious what she's going to bring to the best trick section, too, because that's where she really shines. It's going to be really tough to dig herself out of the hole of a 14.14 on the first run score, so keep an eye out for Wenwei. She does know what to do. I mean, she can get high scores. She can get 90s.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of skaters have kind of different skill sets. Like, some will be really good at runs and always have a good run score, and then not have any really good single tricks to have for their best trick scores, and then it can go vice versa as well. So I think she is a little bit stronger in the best trick, but it's going to be tough having just not much of a foundation with the run.
All right, Funa Nakayama in an unfamiliar place down there in the 7th place spot, 25.84 of her first run. Run number 2 for Funa. Now, if you remember back for run number 1, they stopped her right before she was going to roll out. Maybe she's recovered now? What are you thinking, Ryan?
Yeah, I think she's probably got to roll around a little bit in between runs, and, you know, hasn't rained in a minute, so hopefully she's back in the groove and she's got her first 2 tricks down and keep it going.
Run number 2 here for Funa Nakayama, an Olympic medalist, landing that nose blunt. That's the one that swirled out on her before. 20 seconds. What she got?
Oh, wow. That is her signature move right there, the front crook.
Heel flipping it up. It's time for one more trick for Funa Nakayama. There she goes, front board.
So me and Mark were kind of talking about it earlier a little bit, like, she's been doing the front crook. She's one of the only girls that does the front crook. It's obviously a gnarly trick. It's really sick. Here it is. And are the judges going to reward her for that? They've seen it a lot of times, but it is, you know, it's still impressive for me.
Yeah.
And the field, although is getting better and better and better, she's been doing this front crook for a little while.
Yeah, it's gotten her medals before in Tokyo.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's proved itself to be valuable, and that's why she's still doing it. But I don't know what the judges are thinking necessarily. They've seen it a bunch of times, and the level keeps going up. The other girls are catching up to her, you know what I mean? So.
Well, I think that's a good thing to drill into, that the judges, the impartialness of the judges, they're not supposed to really judge you on the things that you can do as a skater. They're supposed to judge you against the field that you are skating against.
Right.
Do you think it'd be different? Oh, 57.29 jumping. Yeah. Funa Nakayama into that #1 spot. Nice. Well, apparently the judges liked it this time.
Yeah, they like it. And, you know, there's some other girls out there that are doing, like, backside over crook, so it's kind of comparable to a front crook. So they're catching up to her. And
okay, Yanling Zhu, she's ranked 17th in the world right now, starting it off with that backsmith on that huge hubba run.
Yeah, I love it when a skater comes out and starts off with a strong trick. It just gets my attention, and my eyes are glued, you know. I'm really watching everything. That's a tall step up, too. Probably one of the biggest step ups they've ever had at these events. Usually they're just kind of small ones. Everybody can get up easy. These ones, the men are struggling to get up that, and, you know, anything up, any flip trick up it is pretty valid. So she just messed up on that kick flip.
Young Ling is probably going to stick with that first score, 55.16, and save it for the best trick section. The last skater to do the runs in this heat #1 semifinals, Chen Chi-Kyu. The more grown-up little one on the Chinese team with no pads, no pads anymore. Big tricks.
Yeah, it's been awesome, like, watching her, you know, progress and grow, and, you know, look at the power she just put into that back tail. Like, a couple of years ago, it was not the same. So I love watching the kids growing up, getting stronger, getting more powerful, learning new tricks. It's so fun.
There's that kick flip. Melon grab. She just shoots that backsmith out like a scorpion tail. I don't know how she gets her backtrack up there.
Honestly, that thing is tall. To backsmith is impressive.
Oh no, not again.
I think she just went a little too fast, and then, you know, when she was trying to turn out, the rail was almost gone. It all just happened too quick.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough to get into those finals without a full run. You need that run score. You need that best trick score. It's a little recap of Chen Chi-Kyu's last run. That is going to conclude the runs for heat #1, women's semifinals. Chen Chi, there you go.
And I mean, that was still a great run, and it's unfortunate she missed that last trick. But let's see what, yeah, she just didn't turn out all the way enough because it just happened all so quick.
There is a thriving skate scene in China right there, DBH, Doing by Heart, which is a big distro out there in China. Shout out Xander and the DBH crew out there. They're really bringing a lot of rad skate culture out to China, and the Chinese team is amazing. Three of them right here in semifinals.
I didn't actually know what that stood for.
Do by Heart, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's its own brand and distro in China.
Yeah, they're growing. They're doing cool stuff. They got a lot of good riders for sure.
I have a fun story about when I used to work at NHS, and Xander was ordering like the first order of Crux that they've ever sold to China, and I had to make a new order form for the amount because there wasn't too many zeros. Let's just say that there were so many zeros behind the amount of trucks he wanted to order for China.
Wow.
So a lot of up and comers coming up out of China. Big skate scene growing there too, and 3 women into the semifinals. So girls are going to have 3 minutes on the clock right now to warm up for best tricks, and you can see them talking it through. The Chinese skaters are kind of looking at where are the scores going to be. And our man down on the course, Mark Churchill. Mark, how's the vibes down there?
Really, really good. You can hear the crowd are getting right into it, and it is an ecstatic experience down here. But dare I say, I think people are maybe thinking it's a little bit more slippery than it is, but it's certainly looking very dry. We've got some blue sky coming through those clouds as well, so things are on the up.
Hey, Mark, do you feel like the course is different just because of the humidity, or is it the rain?
I don't know. I think it's just more of a mind game. You know, when it's been wet, you're thinking, is it going to slide? Once you get that first trick out the way, and you land pretty straight, I think it's all good. So, but certainly after watching that heat go through, people are really getting into the swing of it.
And one more question for you: where do you see the skaters right now looking for those scores? Or what are they lining up right there?
Well, you can see everybody's up on the big section. Everyone knows that big hubba, the big rail, and the gap to hubba is where the points are going to be scored. I doubt many people are going to be going anywhere else, maybe the kink rail, but certainly right now everybody's on the big rail and the big hubba.
And also I want your take on this. Do you remember back in Kitakyushu, Ibuki got a really high score on that bump to red flat thing that we thought was amazing. Is there anywhere else on the course, Mark, that you think might have some scoring potential besides the centerpiece?
Well, I think the thing is with that obstacle out in Kitakyushu was that nobody touched it. I think Braden Hoban was the only other person who did anything that good on it. And Ibuki was standing out so far that the judges could not, hold any of the scores back, and that took her the win. She was in second place, took the win off of that one trick, and it was amazing. But I think people maybe need to start hitting that kink rail. I think there's some points available in there, but certainly the big hubba, if something big goes down on that big hubba, we walked around the course earlier, it is huge. It doesn't look so big on camera, but I can tell you it's very, very big, and the points are going to come from that.
Well, thank you so much, Mark. Ryan, what do you think about Mark's assessment right there on that big centerpiece?
I agree 100%. I mean, the big hubba that they put in is mellower than the rail, so you really got to pop up high onto it. You can't just go fast and gap down to a lower point. You got to pop up high, and it's also a little bit longer than the rail, so that makes it scary. So that, I think, is going to be the highest scoring obstacle. And then I think the rail is going to get good scores for sure. The gap to hubba is also going to get scored well, but is difficult to come off because it's steep and you have to go fast enough to gap to it. So they're all challenging obstacles in their own way, and probably the most standard one that the skaters are most used to skating is the rail. Mm-hmm. So I think we're going to see a lot of tricks on the rail, the ones that they're good at, confident with. Maybe they get their safety tricks out of the way on the rail and then go for something gnarly on one of the hubbas. But yeah, let's see what happens.
Now remember, Daniela Terrell is going to be the first one in. They cannot repeat a trick that they did in their runs. They will not get scored for that. Daniela. Nose grind attempt. What went wrong there, though?
Did she lock in or no? We need to see like a replay or something.
Looks like she tapped on the way out.
Here's the replay. Oh, so she locked in. Oh, she just came out early and then kind of hit the back wheels.
What happens with nose grinds like that? We saw two of the women kind of lean back too far.
Well, on a nose grind like that, you just have to be so light on your feet. And then as you're coming off, you have to just kind of float so that your back wheels don't hit. And she just was a little bit not light enough on her feet, and I think the back wheels hit. Maybe they're still going to give her a score. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much the judges are going to dock for something like that, but if you were filming it in the streets, you would redo that.
Gotcha.
So
yeah.
It would be kind of similar to a hand drag or something like that.
So they're probably going to dock a little bit of her score for execution right here too.
Yeah.
She knows it. She's super out there.
She knows it. I mean, it doesn't feel as good when you're skating and that happens. You bonk the tail or the wheels on the end. It just doesn't really feel like you completed the trick to the way that it's supposed to be done. But she did land it. It was a gnarly nose grind on the big hubba, so they got.
Judges are taking their time right here with giving score number one. Let's check out that replay again of Daniela Terrell on that first attempt trick 1 of 3 here.
Yeah, I think it just came like a little bit unlocked early at the end or something. And she was surprised she landed it. So
I mean, getting yourself up on that ledge, we talk about how tall that hubba ledge is.
yeah, I mean, it's full commit. Like on a nose grind on that, you are going to do it or you're going to slam. And I mean, she did it.
Yeah, Daniela is a super brave skater when it comes to high-risk tricks down big hubbas.
Yeah, she is.
Backsmiths, front nose grinds.
Yeah, she always steps to the biggest obstacles on the course, and
They gave her a 66.5. Interesting score, and it's a really tough one now because the women's field, this is brand new. So far on the World Champs, they've been competing, they've just been doing runs. Now we're moving into the semifinals where we have these 2 runs, 3 best trick attempts, top 2 scorers. So this is the new format here. This is the change.
yeah, and I think this format is great. As a skater, it's nice because you don't need to really think too much about, oh, I'm going to have this trick and this trick, whereas previously there was, you had to have more than one single trick.
Yeah.
So I think this allows the skaters to get out there, focus on their run because that's a big part of the score, and then just focus on one single trick and maybe 2 single tricks if you want to have like a safety single trick just to get a score on the board. That could be smart strategy depending.
Sure. Yeah, it's depending on if you're in a qualification situation or a final.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now we are in semifinals.
Yes.
Rivera Sukasem from Thailand. What do you think about that back lip slide on the rail for a score there, Ryan?
Yeah, solid back lip. Like that rail's, it's not a baby rail. It's a proper handrail. So getting up in there, pretty textbook looking back lip. And I like the pink wheels.
Now, what's interesting here, too, is that because we are now into the semifinals, none of the women have had a chance to try these tricks in a single score position yet. So now we're having a conversation with the judges. What does a back lip get on this? You best believe that heat number 2 is sitting there on the sidelines and taking notes, or at least their coaches.
Yeah, that's what the coaches are for. They're stretching, and the coach is telling them, yep, back lip is this score, and do it or don't do it. But that was probably some smart strategy. She might have other tricks in the bag, and just to get something first rip and put a score up is a smart move. So she's playing her cards right so far.
That back lip got her a 69. Daniela's nose grind with a tail tap got her a 65.
Okay.
It's Jabeen Park got here.
Oh,
Was she trying to go?
I think she was going crook back lip. That seems like her signature move right there. And
Tess Fernandez is watching somewhere, and he's just so excited.
it's an old,
It's an old trick.
what, 90s trick?
To that early odds in the 90s? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The combo moves?
Remember Bastian Salabanzi was
yes.
doing them a lot, and he was just a young kid. And yeah, I mean, I learned that trick when it was hot, and then my elders told me not to do it anymore.
Wenwei Zhang in for her trick number attempt 1 of 3. Kickflip from board. So Wenwei, because that big hubba is not backside for her, she's going to have to come up with some other best tricks. I know she's got a lot in the tank. She's got a lot of tricks.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised to see her miss that kickflip front board. I think she has that usually pretty dialed. But anytime you flip your board and it comes off your feet, it just makes it significantly more difficult. All right, let's see what Funa's got for us here.
All right, Funa in.
Yes. Wow.
Do you think Funa comes to these courses and when she sees that big hubba, she goes, oh, they made one for me. Thank you.
I hope so. I mean, that was super sick. Oh, man, she is so good at that. I'm jealous.
She was smiling halfway through it. Look at this.
I'm locked in.
Got it. Funa wasn't wearing a helmet yesterday. She's over 18. She doesn't have to wear a helmet in the street comp, but putting the helmet on today after that slam yesterday. Good call for Funa.
Yeah, I mean, she's smart, and she's smart to, want to keep her keep her head intact.
Smart to get a 75.59 for the front crooks down the giant hubba here. Funa sitting in that number 1 spot with a score line of 132.88. All right, here Young Ling Zhu, who brought us an incredible array of tricks in Kita Kyushu. Kind of came out of nowhere. She coming in switch.
Oh yeah, here we go.
We're going to see a repeat. Switch 50.
Wow, and the way that she skates switch is just like, you wouldn't even know. That's impressive. Ambidextrous kind of skater right here. And Paige Hine kind of pioneered the switch in the women's, and she's taken it to the next level right here.
Yeah, Paige Hine, definitely one of the first women I've seen step to switch 50-50ing. Switch frontside 50-50ing handrails, too. Got to give up to Chloe Cavell, too, also bringing switch flips. Switch skating into women's skateboarding in general is kind of a new thing, too, and the judges are rewarding it.
And as they should.
She got a 78.75 there, and then jumping into the lead spot above Funa with that switch 50-50.
Nice.
Fellow countryman Chen-Chi Q is up next for her trick attempt 1 of 3. What do you think she's got here, Ryan?
Oh, yeah. Kick, flip, grab insurance.
Okay, kickflip grab, and then she hit that ramp and jumped off. I think the judges are going to call that a make.
I mean, she was so solid. I looked away over at you, and she was so locked in. I think they'll probably just be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sure, her eyes were on it as she was approaching it. So there's that stomped, eyes looking forward.
I mean, she's fully under control.
Mm-hmm.
Who put that thing there? She said.
Okay, kickflip grab. This is going to be an interesting one. 76.29.
Wow, that's a pretty good score for that.
It is.
Here's my question: do you think the kickflip without the grab is going to be would have been a higher score, or?
I think they should be comparable. I don't know if I would consider a grab being much more than just a kickflip. What about you?
I think I'd probably give them about the same score.
Okay, Daniela, a little bobble, trying to drop in switch. Her first trick was that nose grind with a little tail drag, 66.5. She's going to need to improve that. She's in 5th place right now, dropping in switch.
There we go. She looks composed.
Oh, switch right
Front forward. Yeah, Daniela.
That's sick. It's just so sick to see all these girls doing more switch tricks, and I'm just waiting for the nollie to come out next.
Yeah.
The nollie tricks. That's one that the girls haven't really, reached into or stepped into too much, and I think it's going to come soon.
Margie Didal has a nollie game.
Yeah.
But not skating in this comp. She's not skating here today. Okay, Gabby Mazzetto got a 0 for that first attempt on that backsmith. Is she going to go for it again here in trick attempt number 2? From the bump.
Oh. Just popping too high, getting into the back lip on accident.
Gabby's sitting on a pretty good run score, 51.84 right now. All she's got to do, she's got one more attempt. She's got to come back and maybe land that. She might get herself into the final. We'll see.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets in your head when you try to trick 2 times and now you're going back for the last time.
Yeah.
And you're like, uh-oh, I can't mess this one up. I really got to focus.
Virarea Sukasem in for her trick attempt number 2.
Oh.
She landed that back lip for her trick attempt number 1, getting a 69. Now she's looking to better that score.
Yeah, and I mean, in the broader spectrum of things, doing that back lip is going to help her ranking overall. Maybe she's not going to get into the finals if she doesn't get this other trick, but it's going to keep her up a little bit higher than if she didn't do it.
Javine Park trying that crook to back lip. You're right, she is trying to do that combo maneuver. That is a fast rail to be doing that on.
Yeah, so that trick is one of those tricks where you can do the crook and kind of hold it long and then hit the back lip, or you can just tap the crook and then hit the back lip. So I think she does a little bit more of a longer crook and a shorter back lip, and that's just going to make it tough on a down rail.
Wenwei, kickflip from board, landing it.
There we go.
This is what we're talking about with Zoe Wenwei Zhang. clutch when it comes to the best trick section. It's just brutal that she's sitting on a 14.14 for her run score right now, because that kickflip front board is going to be a solid score.
Yeah, and it was just tough for these girls starting out with the weather, you know. So that could have been one of the reasons why she just wasn't able to get a good run score. It's just
start stop. Wenwei is now like the senior of the Chinese skate team. You know, she's got these younger skaters coming up. She's been doing it since the first Olympic cycle too. She was the first Chinese skater from the women's side that I saw and got to hang out with and skate with. She's the veteran on the team.
Yeah, I remember when she got on Red Bull. I was like, she's progressing really fast. This is a good move, guys.
Yes, good move, guys. Okay, still waiting for that score for that kickflip front board. Judges are maybe having a replay look at it.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a trick that a lot of the girls do, kickflip front board, so they want to make sure they score it appropriately.
76.17 for the kickflip front board from Wenwei Zhang. Must be nice for her to actually just, you know, have other Chinese skaters to skate with in the semifinals, because she used to be out here all by herself, and now she's got a crew.
Yeah, that's awesome. It just probably makes it more fun.
All right, for Funa right now, she's getting on a good scoreline in that number 2 spot. Ryan, do you think she's going to go for something hard?
I don't know. I know she's got a big bag of tricks. Looks like she might be going for the rail. Oh, no, how about...
Back nose one.
Wow, back nose blunt.
So one thing I've noticed about Funa, she's a smart competitor, right? And she needs reps right now to get ready for finals, basically. I think that she's looking at finals day and just trying to practice that back nose blunt.
She could be, yeah. She could be.
Yanling Zhu coming in right now, sitting in that number 1 spot after that switch 50-50. Ooh. What was she trying there, Ryan?
It might have been a kickflip back 50. She just couldn't get her foot out of the way. She flicked it and didn't get it far off, and then it kind of did a little Casper-y thing, which can be scary, so she saved herself good.
Chen Shi Q in for her second trick here. Backside flip grab. Oh, that was sick.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to like say that backside flip melon grab is really dope. Maybe it was a little bit, you know, I wasn't, you know, as stoked as the kick flip grab, but backside flip grab looks so good.
It does look way cooler. Look at it, it's like all tweaked up.
Yeah. That reminds me of like 90s
it.
jump ramp. Yeah.
She landed that perfect too.
That was sick.
Oh, wow. She's going to get a good score for that.
She got a 76.29 for the kickflip grab. They got to give her a little bit more now.
And if you've ever done a kickflip melon before, it feels really good.
You can do them.
I used to do them a
Yeah.
lot. Like, back in the day, it was like a kind of a staple contest trick.
Totally.
Like, a lot of people were doing it, and it was just like, if there's a big boot or bump-to-bump thing, it's, yeah, kickflip melon.
84.93, the highest single scoring trick right now of women's semifinal heat number 1. Not bad.
Yeah, that probably felt good to land the backside flip melon, and then even better to get a nice high score for it.
84. Last trick attempts here for Daniela Terol. It's make or break moment for her right here.
Let's go. We got this.
Looking at that switch front board again. Can she get onto the rail and hold on?
Oh.
Not bad day for Daniela Terol, making it all the way up here to semifinals. I'm just going to say I'm pretty sure a 1-1-1 score is not going to get her into the finals. But hey, I've been wrong before. Really good skating, though, from Daniela Terol.
Yeah.
It is a tough field of competitors out there, and all the top-seeded qualifiers are in heat number 2 coming up at this final attempt for Gabby Mazzetto. Crowd's behind her. Trying a different trick. Okay.
Oh, just getting the score.
Okay, straight 50-50 for Gabby. What was her thoughts, do you think, right there?
That might have been a coaching decision where it was like, hey, you didn't land the first 2 backsmiths. how do you feel confidence-wise? Do you think you got it? And maybe she said, you know what, it's feeling weird right now. And then let's just do something else then. Okay, grind the big hubba, get the score. It's your last chance. Don't mess it up. But let's do this and see where you can get, you know, see where it goes.
Front 50-50. That hubba is huge, too.
Yeah.
50. A 50 for a 50-50.
50 for 50.
Okay, a scoreline of 102.22. Gabby Mazzetto's going to have to stick with that. Trick number 3 of 3, Herrera Sukasem, sitting in that 4th place spot. Oh, she went for it.
Yeah, she looked like she had it, honestly.
Herrera Sukasem from Thailand. Great skating. I'm impressed. Javine Park here, lining up, trick 3 of 3. She's got 0 for 0 right now. She really needs to put a score on the board if she wants to get into these finals. Needs something excellent, even for 4th place right now. Ooh.
Oh.
Good thing she's wearing a helmet. Good skating from Javine Park.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't seen much of her before, and you know, she's gonna be in this for a little while, I think.
I think
this
so,
isn't
too.
gonna be the last we see of her. She's gonna probably start getting those crook back lips dialed, and I mean, it's like she's already got over the fear of trying it. That's
Totally.
probably the hardest part. She's committing. She's
Yes.
going for it. So it's only a matter of time before those are going down whenever she wants.
Can't wait to see it. Wenwei Zhang, 76.17 for that kickflip front board. Now she's going for back tail shove. That's going to be it for Wenwei Zhang. Unfortunate low run score. Didn't help pair with her pretty excellent kickflip front board in the trick section.
Yeah.
Okay, Funa Nakayama sitting in that number 2 spot. Pretty comfortable place to be trying to get into the finals, but let's see. Is Funa going to go back and try that back nose blunt one more time?
I think so. And she's looking at it right now. Oh.
All right, Funa. That's going to be it for Funa Nakayama.
And that's a gnarly back nose blunt. I saw some of the guys doing that, and you know, they were struggling to ride away because it's steep coming off, and you got to turn out really quick from the nose blunt. And your wheels are slippery with wax on them. So you're landing on these wheels that have wax on them, and there's just a lot going on.
Okay, Yuan Lingzhu in that number 1 spot. Trick attempt 3 of 3. Kick. Oh, she got the kickflip up there.
Wow, I'm impressed. Just she flicked that thing up there.
All right, she's going to stick with that score line of 133.91 there. Our last skater, last trick attempt of heat number 1 of semifinals for the women, Chen Chi Q. What's she got here for us? Oh, little reset. Okay, looking at that rail. She's sitting on a pretty high score for that backside flip melon.
Yes.
I mean, the highest single score so far we've seen in women's heat number 1.
Oh, it looks like she's getting set up for a kickflip back lip right there. A little warm-up, shifty kickflip.
Getting some speed.
Oh, I think just too fast.
Too
know
fast.
What I mean? When you're scared, you go too fast. That's what you do.
Yeah, totally. You just want to clear it. Well, that's going to do it for women's semifinal heat number 1. And we got so lucky, Ryan, and I'm not going to say the R word, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And we're going to move on into women's semifinal heat number 2 coming up next. The women are going to have some time on the clock to warm up.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next heat. The heavy of the heavy hitters, and the bar's been set, so.
Well, here is the standings right now coming off of that women's semifinal street. Heat number 1, Yan Lingzhu coming in that number 1 spot, a 133.91. Funa Nakayama in numbers 2, and Chen Chi Q. Ryan, what are you thinking about these score lines right now? Those 55s in the score, in the run section, and around like a high 70 in the tricks. Is that going to hold to finals?
I really don't know. I think, you know, it was tough for these girls having that little bit of rain at the start, kind of like messing up the vibes from the practice to going into their first runs and second runs. So I think it's going to be tough. I think maybe Funa and Yuan Ling will be all right. Chenchi and Varera. I'm not very good at saying her name.
We're going to be saying it a lot, though.
They might be safe. They might be safe. They might not. It's tough.
Well, one skater that really shined here in heat number 1 was Daniela Tirol, and we got Mark down on the course side with Daniela. Hey, Mark.
Hi, Alex. Thanks very much. Daniela, that rain delay definitely had something to do with the whole day so far, right?
Yeah, it was pretty bad because we could skate, but then it started raining and like this all the time. But I feel like it's just something that can happen, and like we're in Brazil, so it's normal here that happens. But I was still hyped to skate in semis.
For sure. And what is it like to skate in front of such a positive crowd? They are really screaming, aren't they?
Yeah, it's not my first time in Brazil, and I already know like the crowd goes crazy, and I actually like it's such a pleasure to skate on a crowd like this because you feel more hyped, and it's so nice. They hype you up, and it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, even sitting in the rain, they didn't even budge. They were still here. They were like, let's go, let's go. We've got all the skaters coming on for the next heat, so people will be bobbing around everywhere. So you went for the switch front board towards the end. Didn't quite work out. Did you think, right, I've got to really step it up on this last attempt?
Yeah, like the switch from board was a trick. I never did it on a big rail, so I just wanted to try and do my best. And I feel like I'm just happy to try it because I feel like it's just stepping up my level, and I'm just happy because of that.
Well, you've certainly opened the door for it now, so I'm expecting to see it at the next competition.
Yeah, you should expect.
Well, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this sunshine that we've got.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Mark. That was Mark down there with our number 5, sitting in the semifinals, Daniela Tirol from Spain. Heat number 1 was amazing. There's some great skating in there, too. Big shout out to all the competitors. There is an overlook of the scene here in São Paulo. It's thriving out here. If you're in São Paulo, come out. Come check out the event in person, in real life, too. As we reset for women's semifinal heat number 2, love to take a look back at Yanling Zhu, our number 1 qualifier from heat number 1. Here's our current leader.
Steezy back lip. And, you know, she just kind of did all the right stuff, had a clean line, and then showed us she's got the switch tricks. Reminded us, I should say.
Reminded us. Yanling Zhu from China. Coming in and getting the top score here of a 133.91. In that women's semifinal heat number 1, a nice place to be sitting as she is probably going to stay sideline and watch women's semifinal heat number 2 kicking off here shortly. The women are going to have some time to warm up. They're already hitting the course. So in heat number 2, these are the higher qualifiers coming out of the quarterfinals. All these skaters here, too, are going to be some of the most familiar faces, the who's who of modern-day women's Olympic skateboarding. Got Jessica Reddy in there. That's a new name, face, for those of you who are new to this. Mayozeki, Nanami Onishi, Paige Hine, Haisa Liao, Koko Yoshizawa, Lucy Schuldenhir, and Ibuki Matsumoto.
Yeah, and Jessica Reddy's going to start it off, and I've seen her just getting all of the flip tricks going.
Yes.
She would be like the Battle of the Barracks.
Bring it back.
Skater. Like,
Bring back skate.
yeah.
Yeah, coming all the way from New Zealand too. We got 4 Japanese skaters in this one. 1 from USA, 1 from New Zealand, and Lucy from France. There's Jessica warming up there too. We were just speaking about her flip trick game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching her run. She doesn't hit all the biggest obstacles all the time, but she has the hugest bag of flip tricks I've seen out of all these girls in a long time. And then there we have Raisa, the new queen of Brazil.
Absolutely. Well, we got a few minutes in warm-up here, too. We're going to be back in just about 8 minutes. You guys can just stick around and check out the women's heat number 2 semifinal world champs here in São Paulo, Brazil. We'll be right back. Welcome back here. We are in the midst of the semifinals for women's World Skateboarding World Championship, a delayed 2025 World Championship crowned. Here is women's street semifinal heat number 2 coming up in a second. Ryan, who are you liking in this field of competitors?
I mean, we have Raisa. She is the new Brazilian queen, like I said earlier, and she has got the fans backing her. She's got the tricks. She's got the style. She's the full package, and she's not going anywhere. And we got Ibuki, who is also a standout young skater, super powerful, bringing out new hard tricks that we haven't seen the girls do. And then there is also Paige Hine, who we haven't seen here in a little bit, and you know, the switch pioneer, which switch, for everybody who don't know, is basically writing with your opposite hand, kicking a soccer ball with your less dominant foot, and in skateboarding it's riding the opposite way. It's feels like you're going backwards.
All right, first skater in is coming from New Zealand, Jessica Reddy. Flip tricks like no else. She has an array. She has a lot of tricks here. Jessica, kicking things off. Run number 1 here.
Yeah, and I mean, she's going to flip her board a bunch of times here, I think, and the risk for that is it's definitely risky. Like, you could just mess up. Oh, I jinxed it.
The commentator's curse.
I don't do that very often.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, she knows it's okay, too. She's got another run here, too, if she can't rebound here, too. She's still got 15 seconds left on the board here.
But she's got, like, great pop, and, you know, that 50-50 kickflip in that she missed is, like, it's gnarly. Like, you're kickflipping into a quarter pipe, and you can just whip out or go forward. So, you know, technical nollie heel flip, stuff like that.
I think she'd do really good if the World Skate format was a game of skate.
She would. Or if it was just, if they took all the rails away, she'd be...
But hey, that's the foundation of being a good skater. Good flat ground skating. That 360 flip.
Yeah, I mean,
hung on to.
Starting off your run with that 3-flip on that steep A-frame is not easy. So she's just going to keep getting better and better, and I can't wait to see all the tricks that she's going to start getting super dialed in the years to come.
Only a 9.5 there for run of 1 of 2 for Jessica Reddy. She's going to be looking at the second score. The littlest girl with the biggest pop, May Ozeki, is up here right now for her run number 1 or 2. She is so unassuming looking, but watch out. She is fierce.
She has already put herself unknowingly into, like, legend status by board sliding the 21 rail in Walnut, California that Jeff Rowley did 20-something years ago. And you would not believe this rail if you went and looked at it in person.
That's absolutely nuts. It was neck tall on her. She board slid this rail. It's in, I think, the last issue of Thrasher. I'm not sure it was on the cover, but...
Yeah, it's in one of the newer issues of Thrasher. She's got a full, nice photo in there. And putting it together a little bit on this run after a bit of a bobble, but... I mean, we just can't stop talking about her crazy big rail that she did. I mean, it's literally the gnarliest trick a female skater has ever done.
I would agree that's
right?
probably the gnarliest thing I've ever seen a woman do.
Yeah.
And I'm old, and I've been around for a long time. And, you know, if somebody else, comment in if you think that there's something gnarlier done than that. But go check out May Ozeki. Historic board slide down the Walnut rail. What do you think happened in that run there, though? Little nerves? Little heat?
Maybe just a little nerves, you know, trying to get that first run shakes out of the way. And I mean, as a skater, like, you can drop in and feel so ready, and then as soon as you are rolling up to your first trick, you're like, what's going on?
Yeah. She looked a little bit rushed there, too, but she's in the semifinals. She's doing good. Next skater in is going to be Nanami Onishi, owner of the most wicked back 50 kickflip out on round rails that I ever did see.
Yeah.
Nanami is sick.
Yeah, she is sick. She's special.
Muito técnica. Já posicionou na parte alta.
Wow, nice back 5-0 on the round rail.
Não desperdiçou uma, 50-50. Seguindo no flow. Foi frame frame, frontside flip. É isso aí, mandando muito bem na primeira
Just
apresentação.
chilling. I
10
think she's
seconds
just,
left.
you know, doing something that she knows is reachable.
Pra fechar.
Trying to get the full pull.
Oh my gosh, how did she land that? And she, I think it was backside flip or backside heel. The camera kind of cut right there too, at the end there too. Nanami Onishi coming through here, stomping run number 1.
Holding onto that front blunt at the end.
I want to see that replay. Back 5-0.
And back 5-0 on a round rail is a scary trick. Pivoted it to get it out, and that was like what we saw one of the other girls do earlier. Had the same kind of issue, but it just got away. So that could have got away from her really easy, and she muscled it through, and that's
She
what
must have like one of the strongest right ankles of all time.
that's what separates some skaters from the others. You know what I mean? It's, can you hold on just that little extra bit more? And
Getting
pull
some
it
shade
off.
there, waiting for that score for her first run. Nanami Onishi smashed the course right there.
I love her excitement after she lands her line. It's just, it's so genuine, you know? And she just looks like she's having a good time out there.
Coach Kama providing the shade and the scores and the strategy.
Aí, à vontade, enquanto aguarda sua nota. Vamos lá, todo mundo na
They're thinking
expectativa.
hard on this score. And she's getting her hair brushed too. This is full service from Team Japan.
I was wondering, that was like, is she getting her hair brushed?
52.17. I'm thinking a little low on that first run score. I'm not going to lie. I thought that she was going to get above that 55 range. That's all right. 52.17 for Nanami Onishi. Paige Hine in for her first run here of 2.
From out of the United States, it's Paige Hine. Coming in with the board side, high speed for Paige. Yeah, one of the best kick flips
And you alluded, what's kind of special about Paige Hine here, Ryan?
I just think she has like the real ambidextrous switch stuff going on. Like you could see her pushing switch at that bump to bar, and it looked really natural for her, whereas most people wouldn't be able to do that. She just has that kind of ambidextrous style, and she has great style when she's skating too. I mean, she skates fast, and she just looks solid. Like her feet look locked on her board.
Coming out from Arizona, California, Paige Hine there. Not everything she was looking for in that run number 1, but she's, you know, in a familiar place. Paige has been skating now in these contests for a while too, and has been competing at this level for a while. What do you see here that you're liking, Ryan?
I just like how she started off with speed and flow, and you know, did the switch grind and her switch push.
Yeah, switch push,
Sometimes it's the little things, you know.
not switch Mongo.
Not
switch
switch.
push.
I mean,
Real switch.
I'm still pushing switch Mongo.
I push switch Mongo.
Don't shun me for
Your
that.
age
but
is showing there, Ryan.
I wish that I had the really good switch push like
Me
that.
too. Paige is waiting her first score in there. The lone USA member in the women's semifinals.
Take an average of the 3.
Judges are taking this time to score run number 1 here for Paige Hine.
Yeah, I think she knows that she can pull out a better run than that, and she was trying to just come out, put something on the board, and she ended up missing that Smith grind on the A-frame rail, which was surprising, but I think she really just wanted to get that first run out of the way first try, and she'll probably go back and try and do it again.
30.07 for Paige Hine's first run, and the new queen, Princess, young queen. We'll go young queen,
Young
Haisa
queen.
Liao, coming off of 4 consecutive Super Crown champs, winning Sydney SLS just a month ago. Haisa Liao is back in fighting form. This is her first time skating in this new World Skate format.
Backside 50-50, começando.
Nice front blunt on the A-frame.
Raíssa se mantendo na primeira volta.
She has a super good kick flip, and that's a super important trick to have as a solid fundamental. Oh, the Susky. We don't see many girls doing Susky. Susky grind. Nice nose blunt.
Just under 5 seconds right now. Haisa.
She's just making it look too easy, you know.
I love her post-run expressions. I want to throw it down there to Mark Churchill if he can hear me because it is so loud here in São Paulo right now.
Well, yeah, it is so loud. Everybody is hyped on that, and of course they are. Haisa absolutely smashed it on that one, and you could see everyone was just eager to start screaming way before she even dropped in. So good.
Yeah, Mark down there on the sideline here in São Paulo, Brazil. The delayed Street World Championships. Haisa Leal back in fighting form here too. Trying to compete for a spot in the finals here. And Haisa always looks like she's on another level when she's skating in Brazil, Ryan.
She looks like she's on another level when she's skating everywhere, but I think the energy from all the fans out here, and you know, the Brazilian crowd cheers louder for everybody than any crowd anywhere in the world. But if you are a Brazilian, you're getting it extra. So she gets extra energy, extra hype, and you know, it works. Nailed that run first go.
62.56 for Haisa Leal's first run here. Solid score to start things off. Having a snack.
Yeah, so that took a little pressure off her. She knows she can go out there in the next run, have a little fun, try to step it up, and then worry about doing one single trick.
Yeah, getting that highest run score so far here. Gold medalist from Paris, Koko Yoshizawa, coming out from Japan here too. Getting off her run number 1.
Starting off with the backsmith like we just saw Raisa end her line with, so. Starting off nice. Front blunt on the bump to rail.
20 seconds into the big section now. Backside 50-50, setting up straight
Oh,
away.
little
for that
wobble,
kick
almost
flip
kick flip.
on the bump to bump.
Nice. Grinding that whole rail on the front feeble.
She knows she's got time for one more. Really well planned out run. And
There you go.
Yeah, and that's kind of been her bread and butter, the big spin front board.
Yeah, but interesting she can't do that in best trick if she did it in the run, right?
No, but that's the thing, is she has big flip front boards.
Yes.
And she is, well, she's working them, and they're coming.
I mean, this is why she is an Olympic gold medalist. She's got tricks like big spin front board in her run. That run was so good. It went by so fast. It's almost, it's nice that we get to watch it right now in slow motion again.
Yeah, and I think she's one of those skaters, kind of like Yuto, that just can, when the pressure's on, she just knows how to just turn it on and make it happen. And that's like a really good skill to have as a competition skater.
Oh, those aren't hairbrushes. Those are fans.
No, but I think she
was getting her hair brushed.
Yeah,
okay, cool. You can get your hair brushed, or you can get a fan right there in the dugout, right there with your coaches. Whatever you need, your coaches got for you. Koko Yoshizawa waiting for her run score number 1. I think it's going to be a solid one. Is it going to top Haisa's score of a 62.57?
I think so. I think it's going to be the highest score that we're going to see today so far for the girls' runs.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
my guess.
big spin front board. That ender.
I was starting out with a nice backsmith, you know, front blunt, front feeble to A-frame rail.
We're like having an identical conversation that the judges are probably having too right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, a little less, 63.63. They were right there though.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Haisa 62, Koko 63. 1 point to Koko.
1 point above.
1 point above to Koko.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Well, neck and neck there between Koko and Haisa. Lucy Schunker from France.
Oh, just missing that, going for the front feeble. And I didn't know too much about Lucy, but it looks like she's getting into some street skating, you know, and
nice
stuff. I saw some posts on Instagram. She's getting out there in the streets, and you know, the thing that's cool about this part of skateboarding is these girls, they see, you know, Raisa or Leticia or whoever they see to get them into it and get them kind of hooked on skating, and then they start diving into the history, and oh, there's people go street skating, and oh, there's handrail. You can grind the handrails in streets, and you know, so they start learning all those things, and then they find it out, and they go out and do it for themselves, and you know, that's the roots of skateboarding right there. So it's cool to see what these contests are doing for skating. You know, they're bringing people in, and then once those people they get the bug, then they're hooked. They find out all the other stuff about skating, the gnarly stuff. So,
All right, if you don't know who Ibuki Matsumoto is, you are about to find out. Our winner from Kitakyushu. Oh my god, that was a terrible fall for Ibuki Matsumoto. She is so good, guys. Don't let that fool you. Wonder if she's going to scratch this or go try again right now, too, because that was just like a terrible mishap, the kickflip, backflip attempt. She is so good. She's our winner from Kitakyushu just a few months ago, 14 years old. Yeah, she's going to...
Yeah, she's actually like amazing, and like trying to start off the run with the kickflip backflip. I'm sure if she would have got that, it would have just like lit the fire, and then just everything else would have been boom, 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 and she probably would have dialed the whole run. So hopefully she can get that again, like in the first trick for the next one, or maybe she plays it smart and does something safe. I'm not sure. It's, you know, the ball's in her court, and
Well, this is how she learns, right? She's the #1 qualifier coming out of the quarterfinals here to the semifinals too. So the #1 qualifier right there had a just, you know, terrible first run basically. Didn't land anything. Landed the kickflip front board like it was nothing, and looking like she's a little winded. The mark of a good skater right now is going to see how she comes back in that run too.
yeah, for sure. And she's ranked #1
world?
right now currently. So, you know, that's got to give her some confidence, but a kickflip backflip can just get away sometimes.
All right, Jessica Reddy from New Zealand dropping in run 2 of 2 here.
Getting that 3-flip every go to start it off. One footer. There we go. And that is like way harder than it looks to ride up, be in that perfect locked in 50-50. Wow, nollie back heel on the hip. That is not a trick that you see the girls doing, so that's impressive. Another nollie heel off the bank. No way.
There you go.
Nollie tray.
Nollie tray.
No way. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, Jessica Reddy staying on for run number 2 here.
That was an awesome run, and she is just ready with the flip tricks, you know.
Interesting how the judges are going to compare a run like this here. Now tell me what's good about Jessica Reddy's approach.
Well, you got to reward this. She flipped her board maybe 5 or 6 times. That's already 2 right there. Then she had a nollie back heel, also a nollie heel somewhere in there. So just all those flip tricks, every time the board leaves your feet, it creates that risk of not getting back under your feet perfectly. So, I mean, she didn't hit the big rail, the big hubba. That's going to obviously affect her score, but
it did affect her score. She got a 35.19, but I do like that she's playing her own game here.
Yeah, and she's having a blast. I mean, she did a nollie tray flip. Have the girls ever done that in a skateboarding contest before? I don't think so.
Women's Battle of the Barracks, Monica Torres.
But this does not count.
Yeah.
This is different.
Okay, May Ozeki, tiny but fierce, coming in for her run number 2. Run number 1 was a little bit tragic. She looked like she was ahead of herself, but now she's keeping a good pace, Ryan. Looking a little scrambled there again, too. Miyazaki looking to get ahead of herself. What would you say to a skater like now if you're watching her on the course? What would your coach be?
I'd say take a deep breath. If you miss a trick like that in your run, reset. Don't rush, because when you rush is when you do funny things, drop your board and stuff like that. But she's pulling it together not too bad after that little bobble on the heel flip. But yeah, sometimes when you mess up a trick, it messes up your time,
yes.
And then you can't get to the last trick in time, and then that also affects your score. So that's definitely what's happening to her here. And if she would have landed that heel flip, she probably would have got the Smith grind in
yes.
buzzer. So Smith grind's not going to count, and the heel flip is obviously a bail, so it's going to knock down her score from what she wanted to get. Unfortunately, she only gets 2 runs, so that'll be it for her. She's going to have to work with that 24.21.
Yeah, that's the disadvantage of not getting a solid run score, 24.24 for Miyazaki. Next skater in, Nanami Onishi. Great trick selection from Nanami.
Yeah.
And dare I say, I think Nanami is starting from a different point in the course, starting off of that back lip, going into the kick flip. What she got here, right here, Ryan?
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, the back 5-0.
Seguindo no flow, aproveitando bem o tempo, ainda com 15 segundos, frontside Smith grind.
Nice chillin' Smith grind on the bump to
Também
rail.
performando muito bem, posicionou.
Perfect front blunt this time with a little back 180 after. That looked fun.
Yeah, so that's very similar to her first run, 52.17 for that first score. Do you think she leveled up there?
I'm not a judge right now. I got a little bit distracted.
That's all right.
But
that blunt was cleaner,
I think
though, right?
that run was better. Yeah, the front blunt was way better.
Here you go.
Yeah, super clean. Just rotated all the way out. And then it's nice watching the little back 180 to follow up. You know, just keep it going.
All right, she got a little improvement of 53.22. Hey, every little bit counts.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're a skater and you're out there and you know that you can only do one little thing better, then that's what you do. It's not always smart to take a huge risk if you don't have to.
All right, Paige sitting on a 30 from her first run score. Ryan, walk us through this run here for Paige Hine.
Yeah, it's a nice run. I would have liked, I know she's got probably like a feeble on that rail. I would have liked to see her start off with that, but you know, she's just doing the switch tricks that nobody else is really doing. That one didn't work out for her, but I mean, she's cruising. She's skated so many contests. I don't know. Oh. That was sick. I did not see that coming.
Kind of hanging on there. It looked a little bit like Paige during the end of that run knew that she was running out of time and kind of cobbled together those last couple tricks.
Yeah, because she missed that switch 50 on the bump to bar, so that's like the thing we were talking about. You miss that trick, you lose a little bit of time, and then you're scrambling to try to get the last trick in time. So I think she really rushed that ollie and maybe wasn't even going for that. She could have been going for something else on the rail or who knows what. But yeah, she's been doing these contests for a while. She's done really well at them before, and
yeah, she's gone to the Olympics.
Yeah, she's always constantly progressing. One of the only girls doing like a switch 360 flip.
Yeah, at the Tempe Park, you saw that clip?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I think it's like a little bit too inconsistent for her to, show that, today in the run or anything, but
pretty flat score line there for Paige Hine with a 29.99. She's going to keep that first score of the 30.07. Raíssa Leal, the young queen here from Brazil. She is hyped. I love the confidence right there. What do you think she's listening to?
She's listening to her favorite song and gets her juiced because she already got that good run. So now it's for a little bit of fun and a little bit of showing off and a little bit of show them who's the boss.
Has anybody checked if Raíssa Leal has helium in her bones? Because she just floats over this course.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the characteristics of a really good skateboarder is she's just light on her feet and powerful at the same time. So it's like, it's a tricky mix.
I like how you said that, though. Light and powerful at the same time is a very rare mix, you know?
Exactly.
Whiskey grind.
Wow, such a beautiful 360 flip.
kidding me here?
Yeah, making it look easy.
Oh, they were chanting her name before the backsmith. Did you hear that in the background? I want to toss it back down to Mark. Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah, that chant was so good. They just all started chanting her, and I think they knew she was going to get the full run. So good to see. You can see everybody's screaming for her, and that home crowd is doing her proud.
Yeah, definitely. Haisa Liao, almost unstoppable on home turf. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
Haisa actually had a little bit of an injury in pre-seeded practice.
Really?
A few days ago, hurt her knee, didn't skate the next practice session, and then sort of was seen hobbling around. Then we saw her with a knee brace, then a bit of the tape on the knee, but it's not showing at all, right?
Right. She looks strong as ever. There's that big crowd cheering on the young Brazilian queen, two-time Olympian already, Haisa Liao. All right, what do you think of that score? 67.24, Ryan.
I was just going to say that's,
6'7". Oh my God! Don't forget that they are actually teenagers, and
Yeah.
they do say things like 6'7".
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either, but I'm old. The kids say it. My kids say it all the time. Haisa Liao right now with the highest run score, 67. But guess who's up next? Coco Yoshizawa, owner of the second highest run score right now, 63.63. Can Coco step it up right here in the run section?
I mean, she's going to try. She's got nothing to lose. There it is. Nose slide, big spin out. That's a technical move.
In the run, 30 seconds. Going front side,
Chilling
back side
front
up
blind.
there on the A-frame. Coco looking very strong out there. Backside 50-50, the gap to hover, straight into the kick.
That's kind of tricky to do the hubba and then kickflip that little gap after. You could see if it wasn't rounded there, she would have hung up.
People run through the A-frame rail. Time for one more. Like a switch swatch out there. Big
All right.
Wow, so solid on the big spin front boards.
2 more runs for Coco.
Okay, Coco Yoshizawa, maybe she doesn't fall off her board ever because she just pulled 2 runs in a row. Little step up here. I like the nose slide big spin. You were saying this before, right? The little...
C, yeah. But yeah, her and Raisa are going toe-to-toe. Both had flawless runs, and I think maybe Raisa's scores might be a little bit higher, but I really like the big spin front board at the end there. So,
Coco Yoshizawa.
judging is not easy. You're comparing apples to oranges to bananas, and it's just everybody has their own favorites. So
Some people like acai.
yeah, if you're in Brazil.
66.81, improving that score line of 63 up to 66.81. Still on these runs, we got Lucy Schunher. Kind of a rough start on run number 1 for Lucy.
Yeah, I want to see her get this run together. Nice, there we go. Sick.
What are you seeing with Lucy now? Some
Wow.
confidence?
Yeah, she's a sick skater. Like that little back tail on the quarter pipe is, the judges noticed that. I noticed that. It is a place where other people are just doing an axle stall, and she's getting another trick in. So that's always good. Nose grind down the steep gap to hubba. That's banging. Right now it's a really good run. Just hold on, keep it going. Yes.
Muscling through that front Smith. 3, 2,
Oh,
1.
yeah.
That's going to be
So
time.
that's gonna, that little anticlimactic ending. If she could have hustled up to the big section, that would have been awesome. But sometimes it doesn't always work out, and you run up there and you're tired and scrambling, trying to get the last thing in at time, and it's not always worth it. But there we got beautiful front nose grind, front Smith, locked and loaded. You can see the focus in her eyes right here, coming up for the nose grind again.
Leaving the sticker on the ventures. Does that help with nose grinds?
Look at it, yeah. That's the side that you want to lock in on the truck.
Yeah. Charlotte Him, and a former Olympian too, as the coach there for Team France.
Well, that was a great run. I really like that. I think she should get rewarded for that.
Yeah, had the kickflip, had the flip tricks. She got around the course a lot too.
Yeah, and she qualified second yesterday with a run something like that, and so the judges are debating.
So important to have that full run in this format.
53.23. Nice score for Lucy Shun here. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
All right, Ibuki needs this run to go her way.
Yeah, let's go, Ibuki. We need this. I'm a fan. Big fan.
Okay, just going for the backflip. What do you think about that, Ryan?
She's smart. She knows she needs a full run, and she can't be risking it on the first trick. You know, sometimes you just need to start it off with something you know you're going to land, and then keep that momentum going. And, you know, she could come back to that always after landing a bunch of stuff and feel more confident that she's going to do it.
Yeah, save it for the single trick section potentially as well.
She could do that as well. But yeah, she has a really mean kickflip and just an awesome fundamental kickflip to have in your repertoire.
On the big hub, it ended out Ibuki Matsumoto pulling it together on her second run with all the pressure on her. The #1 qualifier coming in from quarterfinals. Ryan, how is this run here for Ibuki?
I mean, she needed this run. I know it's not the best run that she could have done because she showed us that in the first run that she has more in the bag. But, you know, ending on that big hubba with I think it was even balanced on that nose grind. Yeah,
yes.
Pretty balanced nose grind. No touching coming out or anything, and just she was relieved.
She just turned 14 years old.
And that is amazing. She
is what's been missing in women's skateboarding, in my opinion. Power.
I agree.
Power.
I agree.
And I'm just so happy to see somebody like Ibuki up in the mix in this group.
She's got power and she's got finesse with the kick flips.
Yes.
She has a finessed kickflip, and she uses that to her advantage. So she's smart, and it looks like she's having fun. I mean, she was, you know, she's having a good time out there. You can tell. They're taking a while with the score. They want to get it right. They want to make sure that the #1 ranked skater gets the right score for her run. You know. I'm excited to see her in the best trick section.
Yes.
It's probably one of the things that I've been waiting for this
Ibuki
entire weekend.
Yes.
I don't know what we're going to get, but I can't wait for it.
A 56.22 for Ibuki Matsumoto's second run, which is a keeper score right now. You're looking at those mid-50 score lines as giving you a good shot into the best tricks section. The women are going to have a few minutes to warm up before best trick. Ryan, tell me for a second about this new format. Who out there in the field do you think is adapting well?
Well, I mean, Raisa is always able to adapt. This is her first time with this format, but I think this is going to make it easy for her having to only do one single trick as opposed to two, but also having less tries. So it puts the pressure on, but obviously Ibuki has got this format pretty dialed already, and I think just this format has helped a lot of the girls make it a little bit more relaxed during practice, able to focus on that one single trick instead of scrambling around trying to do a bunch of stuff. So I think they're all adapting pretty well.
Yeah, and in this format, too, the runs are so important, too. This is where you get kind of all of your advantage going into the best trick. You know how hard that you have to go into the best trick section here. Here's some of the run scores from today in the women's street semifinals. Haisa Liao, highest run score so far, 67.24, followed by Koko Yoshizawa in the 66. Funa and then Ibuki. when you're looking at the scoreline here, Ryan, too, you know, where do you think that the skaters in those top 3 spots need to calibrate their best tricks?
Like how high? Or?
Yeah, like, because, you know, that advantage. Like, talk about where they're standing in, like, a confidence level now.
Yeah, I mean, so when I think about this format, I think about it a little bit like you're building a house. So you need your foundation, and that's your run score. So if you have a strong foundation with a good run score, like Raisa and the top 3 that we've seen, they just have a nice, good foundation, and now they just got to finish building the house, and that's just one single trick.
Yeah.
So it's like one nail in the, like, you nail that one nail into the 2x4, and the house is built, but it's not always easy to get that nail right on the head.
Well, we're going to check in with the 3rd member of our team, Mark Churchill. Mark, I hear you got somebody down on the sideline with you.
Well, I did have, but he had to nip off. I was going to speak to Kenny Reed about what it's like to be traveling the world still as a coach, because he's known as a traveling skateboarder, but he's had to get back up into the stands and do everything that he does as a coach. But I am so hyped to see what happens in the trick section. I saw a few people kind of messing around with some tricks that they've been trying just towards the end of that heat, and I'm very excited. If a few things go down that they've been trying, it's going to be very, very good, and those scores are going to be going through the roof.
Hey, now that I got you down there, Mark, it is getting warmer as the day goes on. How much warmer do you think it is between now, this best trick, and the last heat?
I'd say it's got to be at least 10 degrees warmer, but I'm British and my skin is melting off of my bones right now. It is definitely, the sun is just more direct. There was more shade earlier just due to a bit of cloud cover, but now it is very direct, pure blue skies here and there. And if your run's on the pure blue sky with the sun directly on you, it's going to definitely change things up a bit.
Thanks so much, Mark. Yeah, this is it's an ever-changing weather pattern, an ever-changing field. And the challenges ahead right now, this is for the finals. These women need to land something solid to get themselves up into the top 8.
Yeah, I mean, most of them right now probably have a pretty good feeling, like, I made it this far, I'm pretty satisfied. Obviously, I want to make the finals. It's always a learning experience for these girls and guys, too. I mean, but, you know, the pressure's on to get these single tricks done. Whatever your foundation may be, you want to land these tricks.
Absolutely. Jessica Reddy, our skater from New Zealand, first one in, trick 1 of 3. Ooh.
Wow.
Fakey 360 flip in?
Nollie 360
Nollie 360 flip
yeah.
in. Dang.
So that would be cool. I don't know how the judges would reward her. If I was coaching her, I would say, hey, let's find out what your best good flip trick is, and you need to send that down the big gap, like all the way to flat. Maybe she's just not built up those muscles and confidence to jump
the big flip
down
tricks
the big
down
gap,
step, yeah.
but I mean, I can definitely see that coming soon, and I hope it does.
May.
Wow.
She glided through that. Kickflip 50.
Yeah, she's so sick. That's a great way to start out, you know, just nail your first single trick. And it's too bad she doesn't have a better foundation right now with the run score being kind of low, because that was perfectly executed kickflip backside 50-50. And she's stoked.
That little gap out to it, it's not super high, but there is a gap between that red hubba and where you kickflip off of.
Yeah, it's about a 2.5 to 3 foot gap. So you got to go fast enough to clear it, and hanging up on it would be detrimental.
Scores in 75.68 for May Ozeki's trick number 1. Putting her in the 7th place spot. Now going on to Nanami Onishi, who's got a myriad of really exceptional tricks. What is she going to bring here to the São Paulo course? That is insane, Ryan.
Yep, she found a spot for the back 50 kickflip out.
Who told her she can back 50 kickflip out on round rails?
I don't know.
Doesn't she know that's impossible?
It's definitely awkward.
Tell me about this replay here, Ryan.
So she's got to lock in and make sure her back wheel is pinched up against the rail. Otherwise, the flick is not going to work. And she locked it in, perfect cross lock there. You see the back left wheel locked up against the rail, and that's just going to allow her to have a consistent place to pop off of the corner of the tail. off the rail, and not easy, but making it look easy right there for sure.
She wants it.
It's always nerve-wracking when you're the skater and you're like, what is this going to get? And the coach is kind of telling you, yeah, I think it's going to get this or
comments
this.
right there off the screen.
And then you're like, I hope you're right, coach. And then if you're right, you're like, yeah, good job, and you're high-fiving. And if you're wrong, you're like, oh, dang, like, you know.
Disappointing.
So, yeah, well, it can be disappointing, or it can be just like.
76.25 for the back 50 kickflip out.
And that was a good score. Yeah. Well played.
Okay, Nanami moving her up into that 4th place spot now with an overall score line of 129. Next skater in is going to be Paige Hines, sitting on a kind of low run score of a 30. We need to make some headway here, Ryan.
Yeah, she's setting up switch. Switch front board.
Jeez.
Chilling.
Paige Hines, kid out of KTR, has done her time.
Yeah, she's put in work on like all of these switch tricks. I've seen her at the parks around SoCal, and she's dialing it all in, making it look nice and stylish there.
I also saw she's riding a girl board. 71.75 for Paige Hine off for that switch front board. Paige is now in the 8th place spot, sitting on that bubble for the final. Lot to happen though. Haisa Leal, you didn't know the earth wasn't shaking under your feet here in São Paulo, you wouldn't know, but she's about to drop in for her trick attempt number 1 of 3.
Tá posicionada. E a partir de agora, galera, tá no esquema. Qual será a bomba da Raíssa Leal? Vamos fazer barulho, São Paulo.
All right, she's in. What do you think happened there, Ryan?
I think she just didn't give it enough oomph when she was coming out. She didn't pop it out enough. She can pop it out really good, but it just kind of dropped down a little bit, and then she didn't have the board stuck to her feet coming out, and under-rotated the turnout. Got some wheel bite.
Yeah. Okay, Coco Yoshizawa, Olympic gold medalist from Paris. What she got here for best trick? They're not getting the first trick too. Maybe a little nerves here, which I wouldn't expect from Coco Yoshizawa. All right, the French skater Lucy Schunker. What has she got here for trick number 1? She has not skated this format yet. So now this is new territory for Lucy. Ooh.
Oh. And I mean, she probably could have kind of gauged what that kickflip would have been in relation to the kickflip melon.
Sure, yes.
If her coaches knew that, hopefully.
Okay, number 1 ranked in the world, Ibuki Matsumoto, in for her first trick. There you go.
Wow. Making it look like nothing.
All right, solid start there for Ibuki Matsumoto. After a rough start to the line section, she landed her second line. Now landing first trick for the best trick attempts.
Just textbook kickflip front board. Again, like the fundamental of her kickflip skill is just what makes that look so easy and work so well.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
14-year-old with good fundamentals.
Yeah.
79.60 for kickflip front board for Ibuki Matsumoto.
And there she is at the top. She
Jumping.
doesn't want to give that away.
No. Got to get in. There's a big advantage. If you qualify number 1 into the finals, then you get to skate last again, too. And there's the advantage in that, watching all the scores go down. So there's more battles to come. Jessica Reddy setting up again for her trick number 2 of 3.
Oh, let's go. Oh, she just needs to go for it and not be afraid, because Nollie Tray is such a...
Yeah,
It's a weird one, and it can feel like it's not going to go, and then you'll just land on it somehow. So if I were coaching her, I would have said, you know what, land or slam.
Land or slam.
Yeah.
Okay, May Ozeki landed her first trick, that kickflip 50 on the gap to Hubba. What has she got for trick attempt number 2? Oh my gosh, she went to 5-0 on the other side.
She's so gnarly. I hope she's filming a street part.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Yeah.
She got the under already filmed. Okay, Nanami Onishi in for her second trick attempt, nose grind.
Nice, clean nose grind. You don't see a lot of girls doing nose grind on the rail. They're mostly doing nose grind on the hubba.
Is there a advantage to doing it on the rail versus the hubba?
I don't know. I mean, for me, I almost think it's easier on the rail because you don't have to balance it.
Sure.
But the hubba is tall.
Yeah. Okay. What is the score going to be here?
Nanami Onishi.
73.44. It's not going to be as high as the back 50, back kickflip out.
No, but she's having fun and she's landing tricks, so that feels good. And she's got a pretty good score right now. So.
And arguably, that's how the score should be. Back 50, back kickflip out on a round rail should be higher than a nose grind on the rail.
Yeah.
In my honest opinion. Paige Hine dropping in switch. What she got here for the round rail?
Wow, yeah, Paige. Switch 50.
She's taken us through it. First it was a switch front board, and now into switch 50-50.
That has got to be low-key one of the scariest tricks. Switch front 50 on a rail, on a round rail.
Yeah. And just, she locked in perfect, you know. She just, you know, had the heel wheel lock in against the rail, and that just gives you that locked feeling where you have a lot better chance riding out.
78.62 for Paige Hine on the switch 50 on the down rail.
Nice.
Keeping her in that 8th place spot. Okay, Haisa Leal did not land the blunt on the rail to start. Can she come back for some redemption right now in front of the home crowd? Too easy.
Yeah, she can. So that was a smart move. She has a really good foundation run score right now, and this is just going to add on to that. Probably put her in a pretty safe spot.
Yeah, remember, we're just trying to make that top 8. Trying to get into the finals is the name of the game for this delayed 2025 World Champs.
Yeah, all you need is to make it into the top 8 to make it to the finals, and then it's a new day. The scores reset. You can't take any of your scores from yesterday, unfortunately. So even just getting into 8th place.
You're in, yeah, if you get into 8th place. But there is the advantage if you are the top scorer from the semifinals. You do get to skate last. You do get to see what the scores go down. Helps you further. There's an advantage, right?
Unless you like going straight from the warm-up into your run, that can also be an advantage if you're 8th place.
Sure.
You got to look at the different sides of it. But
that is a good point too, Ryan. So you probably prefer to go skate rather than wait and watch everybody skate before you?
Yeah, some of us do.
Haisa Leal jumping up into that number 1 spot with a 75.28 for that front blunt down the rails. Overall score line, a 142.5.
The crowd is hyped.
All right, Coco Yoshizawa. All she's got to do is land something to get back in the game here. What has she got here? What is she going to have to do to get back in the game? Oh, that was tragic.
That's the worst feeling, too, when you're like, I'm riding away. And then all of a sudden you're laying on the ground and you're like, I'm not riding away. What happened?
Skateboarding is humbling.
Yeah, and that could have just been some wheel bite, which for those at home don't know, it's when the wheels of your board rub against the deck of your board, and it almost heats up and burns, and it's hot, and it stops
E-brakes.
you. Yeah, it's like hitting the e-brake, and it just sends you forward.
Okay, Lucy Shunhyo. Oh, I love it. Nice, Lucy.
That was such a beautiful kickflip.
One of my personal things that I want to see more of in 2026 is more of the women doing flip tricks down the stairs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like,
Thank you, Lucy.
like Alexis Sablone
Exactly.
used to give us in the old video parts.
Samaria Brevard.
Yeah, Samario with the tray flips.
Yeah.
And that was a really nice kickflip.
Got to give it up to Chloe. Does it a lot too. I love seeing
Right,
a good,
Chloe
solid flip trick down the set. And it'll be interesting to see what the judges do with this too.
3 to make the cut.
Ali também contabilizando, precisando.
What do you think she's doing on her phone?
I don't know if she's watching back the clip from maybe Charlotte filmed it for her. I would watch back my clip. That would be the clip of my life. 76.26 there for Lucy for the
Nice.
kickflip. Good score. Getting her back up in the mix. She's now sitting in the 6th place spot. Just got to get up in that top 8 to get into the finals. Okay, Buki.
She is ranked number 1.
Got a 79.6 for that kickflip front board. What else has she got for us on this course?
Matsumoto coming towards the A-frame, going kick flip.
Oh.
You know, you mentioned that A-frame is a strange one, right?
Yeah, it is strange. So, like a kickflip backflip like that, she's probably not trying to pop it too high, because otherwise she's going to be way up in the air
Yeah.
and then coming down onto the rail. So she probably tried to do a little bit of a lower, more controlled kickflip, and it's just
kinda
tough.
stuck,
It's
or-
crazy that she tried to start her line with that and then missed that as a single too. So, I mean, you never know.
Oh, Jessica not getting the nollie 360 flip into the bank here, too. And that's pretty much going to shut down any hope she had of making the finals. But Jessica ready. I think she's ready. I think she's ready for this level of
She's
comp.
a standout in the fact that she's just doing it different and just has, like, the nollie back heel on the hip was incredible.
Yeah.
Final attempt now.
Okay, Maya Ozeki in for her 3rd and final attempt here, too.
Zeki.
Ozeki sitting outside the bubble. She needs something big right here.
Oh, going over again on the kickflip back 5-0.
That's going to be it for Mei Ozeki. We're big fans in the booth here of Mei Ozeki.
Yes, we are.
Definitely going to see a lot more from Mei over the years here, too. Nanami Onishi sitting in 7th place right now in the cut for the finals.
Autorização concedida para sua última manobra também. 7ª posição, Nanami Onishi.
Oh, she was thinking about that kickflip, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I
All right.
think that rail's just tall and kind of short, so there's not much time to set up your feet.
I don't know how she does that. Watch her foot here for me, Ryan. Tell me.
Yeah, she just wasn't able to get it into the kickflip spot. But what a nice ollie out of the rail right there.
Spry. Nami Onishi sitting in that 7th place spot with a scoreline of 129.47.
In the semis, 2 runs, 3 tricks, all landed.
All right, Paige Hine right now. It's going to be coming in next. Paige is going to need a really high score if she wants to get herself into the final right now. And 87.44 is the task at hand.
She could do it.
Switch flip.
Going for the switch flip.
That's going to be it for Paige Hine. A semifinal finish, not so bad for the lone American here. Street World Champs 2025. Hats off to you, Paige. Good skating out there. Okay, Heisa Leal's in 1st place. What's she going to do now? What do you think, Ryan?
She's going to have fun and get ready for the finals tomorrow. But her bag of tricks is so big that I can't tell you.
Oh my gosh, there's like customized blankets. Okay, she is. I love her even more.
Yeah.
I just love her even more. Thank you, Haisa, for
for trying that.
360 flip down. That set is long too.
It is long. It's longer than it looks too.
All right, she's safely in to the finals. Our finals are pretty much all set here too. Now it's just a question of who goes where. Right now, Hailisa Leal is the top qualifier. Coco Yoshizawa.
Oh, she needs
a 50.
She needs not the hardest
I forgot
trick.
that she's 2-0-0. Okay, Ibuki's trying to pump her up right here.
She's been going for the kickflip front board. Hasn't been working.
That's all she needs. Oh, that was clutch. Good job, Coco Yoshizawa. Dare I say she got into the final with that?
Yeah, I think so. And I think she could have actually done an easier trick.
Yes, yeah.
But I think she was locked in and focused and like, this is what I've been trying. This is what the plan was. You know, stick to the plan and execute. And she did it. So
she did it really nicely. So much relief on Coco Yoshizawa's face. The Olympic gold medalist from Paris right there, too. Just relieved. Knowing the scoreline on that trick right there was a high 70. She's going to get herself well into first place. Coco Yoshizawa. Nice going. 79.26.
Yeah, that's why she didn't go for something easier. She wanted the
the top spot, too. She kind of quietly just, like, scooted that throne over from Hailisa Leal.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here for a second.
And like I said, handling the pressure.
Handling the pressure, yes. All right. Lucy is up next here, sitting in that 7th place spot. She is in the finals as it stands right now, with Ibuki after her, too. She doesn't have to do much. She doesn't really have to do anything unless she wants to up her placement into the finals. So she's already qualified in. What can she do here now? Pressure flip in?
Yeah, pressure flip. I saw some of those on her Instagram the other day. I was like, oh, she's a pressure flipper. Sick.
Okay, do you think Ibuki has a vendetta against this A-frame rail again? Because she slammed hard on it twice, and she looks like she's lining it up again. She looks like she has to go to school in the morning, and she hates it, and it's like 3 a.m. She's like, I don't want to go to school right now. I don't want to do this, but I gotta. Maybe she'll do something else. I don't know.
No, she's mad at this kick to the back lip. She's like, you did this to me twice?
I'm impressed.
I'm going to prove you wrong right now.
There we go. Buki Matsumoto comes back with a vengeance, gets the kickflip backflip. And he's so respectful, too.
Yeah, that was sick.
What I've liked about Ibuki Matsumoto so far is that it seems like she is so confident what she can do on a board, too, that she almost doesn't let anything phase her. She doesn't let the mishaps phase her, the slams or anything like that, too. She just knows how to get it done. And she did it in Japan. She just did it right now in heat number 2 for women's semifinals.
She's like the most professional 14-year-old I've ever seen in my life.
Just turned 14.
Yeah. She just put a banana in her pocket.
A well-earned snack. Well, that's going to conclude the women's semifinals here for Street. 2025 delayed world champion here. I mean, Ryan, that was a pleasure. We got pretty lucky there with the weather, too.
Yeah, I'm hyped. That was awesome to watch. These girls are next level.
Here are the results from the women's street semifinals. In that 8th place spot, Nanimi Onichi, Lucy Schruner, Chen Chi-Kyu, Funa Nakayama, Yonling Zhu, Ibuki Matsumoto, Hailisa Leal, and taking that number 1 spot into the finals, Coco Yoshizawa. Thoughts on that?
Great showing. I mean, all the girls that set themselves up with the good run scores made it a lot easier for them to just, get that one single trick down and solidify a high enough score to make it into the final. So congrats to all them skating tomorrow, and let's hope there's no R word in the forecast for tomorrow. But it's beautiful right now.
Beautiful right now. The crowd is out in full force here for semifinals day. Finals day is going to go off tomorrow. We have a packed schedule. We have men's street,